I can't fix this. The master key is missing and a weasel damaged the electric mains.
Maybe it was the burglar who did this.
The plan. I'll hold the position and try my best. Why don't you take a look around town? We need the master key for the cable car. Also, we need to override the broken mains. Think you can remember that?
I'll try to remember.
Let's go. This is going to be fun. High voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this.
I wonder what that is. Locked. Judging by the smell, this was used to transport cookies and lollipops. You can see all over the valley. From this distance, I can only imagine what's on the other shore. Actually, it's quite a nice table.
Be careful! The table is wobbling terribly.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was the flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine. So nothing a quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
Being the only guest, I was wondering, well, how's the season going so far?
Season? We haven't had one in ages.
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open. Please, help yourself.
Is that a maggot? It's having a good time. I'll save you, my little friend. Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog, garnished with spike resembling breadsticks. Toast Hawaii. Cheese skewers. Looks a bit shabby. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers. This can must have fallen off the table. Science fiction. Something involving spaceships. Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. Just a hanger. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. No. There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it. The weather has brightened up. Fresh air is still the preferable way to dry your laundry. Science fiction. Something involving spaceships. Hey. She's almost in a trance.
Hey, mister.
Excuse me, didn't mean to. Hey. She's almost in a trance. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
Have you talked to the police yet?
I gave the officer an outline of the crime. It's only going to be a matter of hours before someone will attend to the issue.
What do you mean, a matter of hours?
The police station is right next town, but as you know, that's quite the distance. We have to be patient. As soon as the inspector has solved his current case, he will start working on yours straight away.
Keep me up to date.
I will let you know if there are any new developments.
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
Now look at all these fit.
You can borrow. They have a 10
Pawn?
Oh, thanks. For me?
Does this device suffice as a deposit in exchange for the fishing rod?
Yes. Feel free to leave it here.
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
Just be sure to bring it back, will you?
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
Is there not a single policeman in this godforsaken hole?
God-forsaken? Be careful what you say. The inspector is in charge of the whole county. And it has been 15 years since something happened in Truberbrook. A dog had run off, if I remember correctly. Would you like to hear the story?
Not really. Just keep me informed, please.
Of course, Mr. Tenhauser.
This is
A family business for more actual...
Your daughter really likes watching TV, huh?
You see, the kid is always in front of the box. She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials and alien worlds. Nonsense, don't you think? Anything else I can do for you?
Truda, would you pour me one of your Pilsner beers, please?
Just a second, Professor. Here, a coaster. There you go. Cheers.
What's this? The table stopped wobbling? Oh, thank you so very much. I was hardly able to focus on anything else but this cursed wobblery.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
The name is Baron Otto Titan von Truberbrook.
Tannhauser, pleased to meet you.
Please come over. Don't waste the opportunity to put up with the company of a lonely, broken old man.
Are you from around these parts?
You may very well say so. I put all my life's work into the well-being and prosperity of Truberbrook. I once was the owner of both, the mines and the cable car. That's all history now.
Do you have any friends or family?
My spouse left me for good, and my beloved Truberbrook is slowly going down the drain. Only Claus remained loyal to me all these years. Alas, now even he has disappeared.
Who is Claus?
Claus is my tomcat, an angel of an animal. He was the only one to always remain by my side. But now, he's vanished without a trace. Everything in this world is going down the drain. Mark my words.
Maybe he just went for a stroll.
I don't know. Claus was always faithful and stood by my side. Then he just disappeared without a trace. You can't rely on anything in this world anymore. Let me tell you. It's just awful.
What kind of a strange place is this?
Well, you should know. This used to be one of the most beautiful spots on the face of the planet. The fair and the fortunate came here for treatment. Travelers and tourists of all fashion. Citizens that weren't occupied in the tourism business found work in the mines. But it's all over now.
Do you still have the key to the old cable car, by any chance?
Please excuse me, but I need to be on my own now. I need some rest to mourn for Claus.
Please excuse me. Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night. Still looks in good condition, though. I wonder what that is. Locked. Oh my. It looks desperate. Its heydays are over. Soft as a feather. Well then, good catch. What the? Can opener? Now it's a case for the metal restorer. A set of armor, professionally disassembled.
Voila. There's a current again.
I'll just leave it like that. That's some sturdy, full-grown reed. Hello? Anybody there? What was that? This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks. No, 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 Hans, that would be a really bad idea. It's glowing red. Hi.
Hey.
So, how long have you been here?
The day before yesterday. Feels much longer though. And just saying, the public transportation around here, Germany is a mess.
But then how did you get here?
Individual travel. By motorcycle, of course.
Why Truberbrook of all places? It's hard to find, even on a map. But I'm not from these parts after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for a while now. And when I finally found them, I immediately took off. The people around here are nice, but also a little weird, don't you think?
I was given a warm welcome, though.
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference, but then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
A while longer? In New York City?
Not the whole time, no. Took a little road trip. First off to the New England states, Boston, Waterville, all the way up to Moosehead Lake, Mount Katahdin and so on. Then Canada and the Midwest. Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago. On and on. Then Washington State. Sort of got stuck there. Oregon, down to San Francisco. Ah, those were the days.
Wow. You must have passed through Seattle on the way then.
Yes, maybe. And that's where you study?
No, I studied on the East Coast. The Cornell, Ithaca, under Dr. Schrodinger. Have you heard of him?
Ah, of course. Now I understand why you're on exchange in Germany.
Exchange? No, it's more of a coincidence. I won the trip.
You won?
Don't ask me. I've never taken part in any lottery.
Interesting. Uh-huh. So.
Hi.
Hey.
I wonder what interest the burglar has in my paper.
Presumably not the brightest candle on the cake. Who else would steal a paper on quantum physics?
About the cable car. And you really want to go up there?
Why, are you afraid? Whatever we find over there could be of great importance to the Institute of Anthropology. Come on already! And that cable car looks sturdy enough, doesn't it?
Gretchen, what was it that you do for a living again?
I'm an anthropologist. I am conducting research on an ancient Proto-Germanic culture that is believed to have settled right here in this area. That was some 2,000 years ago, though.
What kind of a cult is it you're looking for precisely?
A Proto-Germanic cult here in the mountains. Proto-Germanic meaning before the Germans. Anyway, this place is supposed to have been a holy site to those Proto-Germans, where they made contact with their gods. Exciting, huh?
About this cult, were they dangerous?
Tannhauser, they're all dead by now. The thing about spirits, that was a joke, okay?
Okay. Okay, I'll try to come up with something.
Anything else I can help you with?
No, thanks. That'll be all for now. Well then, bye. These binoculars should provide an excellent view of the opposite lakeshore. I have to insert a coin first. Locked. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
I noticed
Speak your mind.
that door over there hasn't been opened in a while, has it?
That's the door to the cellar, where my brother built his little lair. No one has taken any interest in that door since he left. He just took the key with him. Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
Hey. She's almost in a trance.
Please don't stand there.
Excuse me, didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
Not specifically. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Berlin is located right in the middle of Brandenburg, so it is worlds apart.
Brandenburg? Never heard of it.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
I'm a quantum physicist.
Quantum what? Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even rulings into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
No, that's not even possible.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
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 Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
See, I told you so.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something. Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a Starlock for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Lenny of planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
Huh. There really is a hidden stash below. Loads of useless junk, and an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. Bolts and shoes. Oh my. It looks desperate. The cat doesn't seem to like humans. It would tear me to pieces. You like this, don't you?
Claus?
Nowhere to run from here, kitty. Oh, I think he passed out. Now I've got you. Is this by chance your cat, Claus?
Oh, my beloved Claus. Where have you been? You look exhausted, old friend.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
So what's with the cable car?
I used to own the cable car. In fact, the whole mine. Everything was taken away from me. Those maniacs destroyed everything. The cable car, the mine, the whole village.
Please, go on.
More and more outsiders came to town. What they were actually up to in the mine, no one knows for certain. But after a few years of quick profits, they shut down the place and closed the cable car all together in one go. Just think of it. This was my life's work. They closed down the mines, drove away the people, and turned a once flourishing community into a ghost town.
Who are these maniacs you're referring to?
The Millennium Cooperative, a multinational conglomerate of enterprises. Ruthless and unscrupulous. They leave us little family businesses with next to nothing.
You ran a mining business?
Well, but yes, I am the Baron von Sulz, entrepreneur and mining engineer in the 3rd generation, district mayor of Truberbrook Sulz and Truberbrook Düssel, assistant secretary to the municipal council, patron of Truberbrook and the arts, well known beyond the borders of this country.
What do you mean they destroyed everything?
First, they stripped me of the mine. Then, more and more dubious eggheads and foreign workers started pouring into town, driving visitors away with the gigantic machines.
These must have been difficult times for you.
I appreciate your concern.
Would you mind lending me the key to the old cable car?
You've been so kind to me today. You have reunited an old man with his loyal cat. I'd have given you everything. My heritage, my stocks, my startups. Yet all you desire in your modesty is this aged key. Here you are. I can't fathom what you may want with it, but please take it.
Good job. The cable car is going.
Now that the cable car is fixed, we need something to replace the missing gondolas. I'm sure this will take us up the mountain.
You're a funny man, Tannhauser. I like it. Man, you're some klutz. We'll meet on top in case you manage to find a way. See ya!